Well, here we are at Fletcher's Hall, just about to enjoy this magnificent sunrise. You know, the sun, 93 million miles away, is a complete miracle of the first magnitude. It is exactly big enough and exactly the right distance from us to do just as God intended it for it to do. The sun provides us with light, heat, power, and many, many other blessings. It's the power of the sun that lifts the water from the oceans in the form of vapor, and so makes possible the rainfall over the continents. It's the power and heat of the sun that drives the winds of the world, that in turn carry the rain clouds over the lands. It is the mysterious power of photosynthesis, a process not fully understood to this day, that enables plants to manufacture organic food from carbon dioxide, water, mineral salts and sunshine. Animals live on this organic food, manufactured by the plants. Without non-living things of incredible complexity, living things could not exist. All of the minerals, all of the elements of the earth, all of the magnificent compounds formed with combinations of the elements of the earth had to be in existence the very first time, or else no life would exist. We wouldn't exist. You know, Herschel told us that what would happen if the sun were suddenly extinguished. He said, quote, "In 3 days from the extinction of the sun, there would, in all probability, not be a vestige of animal or vegetable life on the globe. The first 48 hours would suffice to precipitate every atom of moisture from the air in deluges of rain and piles of snow, and from that moment would set in a universal frost such as Siberia or the highest peak of the Himalayas ever felt, a temperature of between 200 and 300 degrees below zero." Yes, you and me rely on the sun that God set at just the perfect distance from the earth, 93 million miles. The sun is just the right mass and puts out just the perfect amount of energy and light for the plants to grow. Here's this beautiful sunrise as the sun's rising now, and now we're going to pan around to Fletcher's Hall. Let's consider what would happen if the non-living things had not come into existence perfectly and instantaneously by an all-wise Creator God. God created 117 elements of the earth, non-living things, which form compounds, which form the crust of this earth, in which the living vegetation lives off it, draws up the nutrients from the soil, using the energy from the sun through photosynthesis, absorbing carbon dioxide in the carbon dioxide oxygen cycle to produce living things, living vegetation, which we eat, which animals eat. And unless we had these systems in place, none of us would exist. Yes, the sun is a mighty ball of energy that God has created out in the universe, 93 million miles from Earth, just the perfect distance from this Earth. This Earth itself is a miracle in its engineered location. You know, this Earth that God has created is absolutely magnificent, isn't it? The Earth is set at 23 degrees. Its plane of orbit is just perfect to create the 4 seasons. And also it maximises the amount of arable land that can be cultivated on the earth. In fact, it doubles the amount in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. You know, in Proverbs 3 verse 19 it says, "The Lord by wisdom has founded the earth, and by understanding he has established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. God surely is the great designer, the supreme engineer, the one who engineered all these incredible things, the one who created it and brought it into being, the great life giver, the great lawgiver, the great sustainer of the whole universe. How great is the dynamic living God.